Good afternoon, everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Jared, and this is my channel, Mazda B3K. In this 5-minute fix video, we are going to replace the hood struts on my 2001 Ford F250 named Miss Mildew. Without further ado, let's get started. So, if anyone here is someone who's followed the adventures of this truck on my channel, you've seen this a lot, where I've got a piece of iron that's just holding open the hood, and that's because the hood struts, which are located at either end of the hood up near the firewall, are just completely blown out. They do not hold the weight of the hood, even though the hood is a little bit weight reduced. Take you out of the tripod here. Oh, there we go. It's a little weight reduced. It's something on my to-do list. It's still really heavy. It still doesn't work. So we're replacing these. And hopefully this will go fast. Number one, we got something that's holding right here, right? Got a nice piece of angle iron holding the weight. And these look like the easy out type, where you take a small screwdriver and you pop this clip out, and then you can take, there's going to be a ball right here, and you just take it off the ball and you're good to go. So I'm going to get that screwdriver and let's see if I'm right. Alright, so before you do this, do make sure that you've got something that's holding up the hood, so that when you remove this, if it's still doing a little bit of lifting, that this doesn't fall on your face, kind of thing. Nobody wants to have that fall on their face. So I've never done this before, so I like to say to you guys, I learn with you. It looks like you just come in from that side, and okay, there's our clip, and I don't think I broke it. Hooray. And then there we go. Okay, so yeah, there's the ball shape I was talking about, and now this is free. So let's move you up over here. See if I can't bring you in. There we go. It may or may not focus for you, so we'll see. We're going to do the same thing on this side, just kind of get under this clip, work it out, and there you go. It's off. Now let's go get our replacement. Alright, our replacement part is, this is from one of the local part houses. This is a Stabilis OEM. I don't know if they're actually an OEM or not. Made in the US of A, which is kind of nice. Generally, that means it's not going to be a crap part out the gate. Not always true, but generally better. So our part number, this is the important bit, is 4B-255770. Of course, you're going to need two of these. Just to show you some differences here. This is our original strut. Oh, interestingly enough, it's still got enough gumption that I can't push it in. But normally when these things get blown out and their seals go and they leak out all their oil, you can't compress them anymore. But apparently not with these. Like I said, first time I've done it. Now I'm looking close here and the camera may not show it. Looks like they put a little grease in here to prevent wear. That's fine. You'll see that little bit of grease in there. They did it on both sides, a little bit of grease. That kind of makes sense to me, because it's going to be bumping and moving and wearing as you go up and down the road. It has the same basic design here. You got a clip you need to pop out. You put it on, pop the clip back in. So that's what we're going to do. Do note these are directional. So the fat part, the actual cylinder, needs to go towards the actual hood. And then the arm needs to grab onto the fender, which is where this ball is mounted. Oh, where did my screwdriver go? Here it is. So, we're gonna get under here. carefully get this off because I do not want to fling this into orbit. I'm really good at doing that. Maybe I can just do that. So I've got it right on the edge of its track, and let's see. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So we just kind of wiggle this back in. You can again use your screwdriver and just, there we go. Just push the edge of the clip along its, there's a track on the edge of the clip, and I just kind of pushed it in. So let me move this around a little bit. Get you in view for this guy. Keep bringing it up, but I did have a person comment they wanted to see more of the actual repair work versus me just making pointers about it. So, you know. So we'll do the same thing. We're going to get this clip kind of out of the way. And this one I want all the way out of the way because we're going to have to notice we have a problem here. The hood needs to go higher in order for this to fit. Come on, camera, be nice. So I'm going to have to take one hand, lift up on it. Make sure that we're on. And we're going to get that clip. See if we can't get it back in. Come on. Alright, so it looks like this is a... Can I bend this out any? Alright, so I have learned my first lesson, which is you probably shouldn't take this thing all the way off. Because it's going to be a pain in the asset to get back on. So I'm actually going to slide this off. I wish the camera would stop fuzzifying. That would be nice. Okay, so when I'm looking at the end of the channel, it does groove in, so it should be a little easier to slide this in from the end. So we can, ouch. Oh. Yeah, so scratch that. You don't want to take this off. Let me get the camera off and then work on getting this back on. I'll bring you back. Okay, that was not very fun, but I managed to get it slid back on and get it to pop in. So note to self, do not take these clips all the way off. They are a devil to put back on. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side and then we'll test. So do you guys see what's wrong with that picture? I almost brought that down on my head. So if you are using a prop rod of some kind and you don't have a helper, make sure that you don't knock your prop rod loose. I wasn't even paying attention, and fortunately between where it's sitting and the fact that I had one strut that was good that was in, that kept the hood up. Another thing that's pretty important, guys, is when you're doing something like this, do these one at a time. Don't take that off and then take that off and then go to it. Have your prop, take one off at a time, make sure you don't knock your prop rod loose, and then do it. So I did figure out it's the same part for both sides, and you can rotate these. They're kind of stiff, but you can rotate them to make sure they line up. And now it's time for the grand reveal. And there we go. No more prop rod. This is a good repair. Alrighty folks, that's going to do it for this 5-minute fix video where we replaced the hood struts on my 2001 Ford F250 named Miss Mildew. If you found this video educational, if you found it entertaining, please consider sharing, and subscribing. That does help to grow the channel, which allows me to bring you more content like this. Please also leave a comment. I like to read them, I like to reply to them, and I do like to learn from them. And as always, guys, remember, I make the mistakes, like popping that clip all the way off, not doing that again. So you don't have to. I'll catch you guys next episode.